know how.
Yeah, I had a print for it.
I don't know if I pay because that'd be my dad paying anyway.
That's true. True. Fair enough. Okay, take your picture.
I'm done with
And then, if you haven't yet printed it, you can print it later. Does everybody here know how to hand something in to a teacher outside of class that's physical? You go to reception. You make sure both your name and the teacher's name is on it. You give it to reception and say, can you please put this in Mr. Neufield's mailbox? And they'll take it and they'll put it in my mailbox. And that way I'll get it. That's how you hand in anything that is physical outside of class. If you're handing it in right now, right here. Please get out your notes.
Will that work?
No, I need the physical copy. Mailbox. After 7.
There's only 2. That's hilarious.
This is also a check. If you want to go wash your hands quick, that's fine.
What is?
Actually, I should make you stay for one.
I can't do that. We're juniors. I'll report you to Chalmers.
I do not have a whole bunch. I do have a stapler over there. Oh,
Sorry.
no. This was from before you left, though. Right? This is the biology notes from before.
Yeah, you should have this.
You should have them. Did you leave break early?
I don't think I was here on the last science class. I think it was 6.
The last science class, I think we had a quiz. I don't think we had.
Do you have any staples in here?
Check the other one. Who has the other stapler?
There's one here.
There you go. If you don't find it,
Why was
there you go. If you do find it, just put that one back.
Why was you playing?
Yeah, I don't believe my
I
daughter.
like
I don't
the
remember
oxy
getting
virus. What? Wait.
Right there.
Is the only thing different between RNA and DNA, like in the name, is the deoxy part? Why is DNA double and RNA single? Because the deoxy is the kind of shit, right?
Yeah, RNA doesn't do that whole ladder configuration as well, so it's a single. Yeah, it doesn't. But the
What?
chemical difference is that one has a deoxyribose and one has a ribose.
What prevents the base pairs in RNA from, like,
They're not stable. They don't line up quite right. And
But they're the
just not stable.
same.
And they're not exactly the same. They're ribose, not deoxy.
but they're the same base
Not
pairs?
exactly.
The base pairs?
But the shape of them
But
is
there
slightly
also
different.
The different one, the fifth one.
And uracil, yeah. No, uracil.
Is D-block?
No, you're a
I have a question. Is D-block always just like the meta teacher, like, meet up? The meta
The hang.
teacher?
Yeah.
Is that just D-block?
Well, who
Every
wasn't
time I
here?
come
Graham
down
Shepherd and Matthew left.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was never here.
Pull out your notes. Turn to this page. We're going to start right now. Put everything else away. Let's go, 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 go.
Notes.
We do have some information we need to do before next day. Because the lab isn't long enough to devote a whole class to it.
I'm very hungry. I can just like.
Well, hopefully the candy helped.
Which notes were they again? Yeah, just the normal ones.
Yes, the bio one.
Like the ones with the mouse.
Liam, put away your laptops. Starting them up, put them away. Finish that after. We are going to look at how we go from a gene on the DNA, making mRNA, which then makes proteins. I made the diagram a little more complicated. And then those proteins make the trait. So you go from DNA to having brown eyes is based on this process of protein synthesis. Everything is either made by a protein or its production is made by a protein. So fats aren't made of protein, but enzymes make fats. So even they control what those are being made. First, I'm going to go through the 5 different functions of protein, 2 of which I gave you last day. What were they? Or if you could give me an example of a protein. I'm going to ask someone at random. Violet. Where's Violet? Oh, and have I put attendance in here properly? One, where would you find protein in your body? Ribosomes make protein. They also are themselves made of protein, mostly. So they are an enzyme. But like physically, if I said go eat some protein, what would you eat?
Chicken?
Muscle. Chicken. Beans are high in protein. They are structural, so they also are in areas like muscle. And does anybody remember what else is made of protein that I pointed to?
Right.
Pardon?
Not
Hair? Yeah. So hair and nails. Nails are just like a really thick type of hair structurally. It's all just different types of keratin. And hair and nails are like a really solid form of mucus when you get right down to it. So we've got hair, nails, pigment, melanin in your skin, eyes, all the different colors that you can have are all a specific protein. If you express a different protein, you can get different colors. And the more you express, the less you express, you get shades. Tendons in your bones. No, connecting your muscles to your bones. Oh, and I like this example, the vitreous fluid of the eye. If you stare at your microwave and your microwave is broken, you will not get cancer from the rays that are escaping because microwaves can't cause cancer. They're not energetic enough. However, you can hard boil your eye. Your eye, the vitreous fluid inside, is a clear mucousy fluid, very similar in structure to egg white. They're both clear. Eggs, if you eat the yolk, you're getting a lot of the fat and the nutrients. But the egg white is basically protein and water. This is why if you mix egg white, you can make it poofy and get a nice meringue out of it. Protein has a tendency to give structure and froth to things. This is why early attempts at making, say, gluten-free bread, it was awful. Because the gluten is what allows the bubbles to form and retain their shape. If you are, for example, a vegan and you want to make something that has egg white in it, you can use chickpea water. Chickpea water has protein from the chickpeas, it's full of it, and you can whip it, just like you can whip egg whites and do all that. So your vitreous fluid, a lot like egg whites, you can hard boil it. If you do that, you will not recover. You can't unboil an egg. Your eye would have to be removed. So it's used in structure, large structure. Chew. There's the other one that I said was the most important one.
James Bond.
Nope, stop that. Hands as well. It starts with an E. Yes. Enzymes. Enzymes are the little machines that keep your body going because they catalyze chemical reactions. Or make reactions go. Because without the enzyme making it go fast, it would happen at the speed of decades. But with the enzyme there, it happens at the speed of milliseconds. That's how good they are. So if you determine what reactions happen, you determine how the body grows, develops, acts, and do everything. So enzymes are what are the workhorse of your body. They make all the reactions go. And they're all made of protein. Now the next one could be guessed at. What else can you do with protein? Like when you eat it, what can your body do with it? Pardon? Get big. Now that's back to structure. So using protein to gets big. Pardon? Energy. It is a source of energy. I'm going to switch up colors. That's getting a little bored with the video. Let's go there. Energy. You can eat protein and your body will process it, throw away the useless nitrogen because you can't burn that, and throw it at your mitochondria. they'll do something to it so it can interpret it like a sugar, and it will just burn it and give you energy. However, that process requires some fat. Have I told you the story of rabbit starvation before? Okay, in this story, just so you know, no rabbits are starving. Although, now that I think about it, rabbit death is involved. You're Canadian and you're hunting in the far north. You are not one of the local indigenous Inuit, so you are rather uneducated on what it takes to survive in the far north. You're just hunting. And you get trapped by a snowstorm, and you find one of the many emergency cabins that exist far away from each other, and you get inside. It doesn't have much in the way of supplies, and you're going to run out of food before you can get out of there. You need to hike out. So, what is plentiful in the far north? Well, you can catch or hunt rabbit. It might be hard to find vegetation underneath all that snow, but rabbits are hopping around. You can see their tracks. Let's go get you some rabbits. So you find the rabbit and you cook it in much the same way that someone would cook it around here in a barbecue. You take off the fur and stuff, and you take off the muscle, and you cook it. The muscles of a rabbit are very, very lean, and there is almost no fat on them. And you will starve to death while eating essentially pure protein, because your body cannot turn that into energy without a little bit of fat. It needs it in order to turn it. So if you were ever in this situation, could you put away your laptop? It should be on this. Your notes should be out. Notes up. Notes up. If you're ever in this situation, take the rabbit and crack open its skull and slice up the brains and eat those as well. Your brain is mostly fat, and if you eat that, you'll have enough that you'll be able to process the muscle and you'll be good to go. You can also try eating other organs, but brain's probably the safest if you cook it. If you try eating the intestines, that's full of the poo, and you shouldn't do that. You should know how to clean it. It's kind of difficult. Liver can be a little chancy depending on what the rabbit's been eating. So definitely though, the brain. Also, if you can get the fur off, all the skin. Yes?
Doesn't your body hold fat reserves? Couldn't it use that to digest the rabbit?
Yeah, but if you're starving, you're already using your fat reserves. You haven't gone ahead of yourself then, really.
Okay.
Yeah. And if people are starving to death, by that point, if you're starving to death, you're lean. You're running out of fat reserves. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. It's 101. We just got started. We'll finish this. Hold it. Do we have class on Thursday? Pardon? Printer. CIL color. Out there on the right. That'll work. What's it called? CIL color of some kind. Yeah.
Yes.
Science is a lot.
Silence is a what?
Science is a lot.
Is a lot. It is a lot.
What? Wait, why are we talking about rabbit starvation? Where did that come from?
Because you